I respect Jeff. I've been following him since he had less than 1,000 subscribers. But there are certain exercises that don't worth protecting nor saving it, and in this case is the waiter curl. And he's right. Don't believe everything what you see on TikTok, because people just take the information from experts and they dilute it, and then others who watch the video, they dilute it again, and they don't really see further from the line of better line of pull and fiber orientation, or at least they don't know the reason behind it nor the meaning. But this exercise is not good. Let me explain. He's right. There is no problem with the range of motion. It does what it's supposed to do. Doing internal rotation is not going to bias the long head of the biceps, and even though it gives a better line of pull, that's not how your body decides what it's going to train, or at least you. It is going to be through neuromechanical matching, and from that, line of pull, fiber orientation, and other things are just one of them. When you are abducting your arm and internal rotating your shoulder, that's going to bias the short head of the biceps, even though you are covering it and you can't see it. But biasing only means that both of them are working, but the short head gets a little bit more hit. So this is not going to make or break the exercise. And he's also right about the range of motion. You don't need all of it. You only want the mid-range if you are doing a standing biceps curl. This part is, let's say, useless, but it's not. This whole full range of motion is quite mysterious because we don't know much about it, but we know that within a range of motion, it's not always the targeted muscle that's going to be the prime mover. It is just going to take over. Stability is where he's wrong again. It's not about the small dumbbell. Like, it's really easy to stabilize this. It is more about how am I supposed to hold a version of a 30 kilogram dumbbell of this. It is not going to be stable at all because I won't have a normal grip on it, opposed to if I was to hold it at the bar.
The waiter curl creates negative feedback of instability at the shoulder and elbow joint, which is easy to mistake for increased tension on the biceps.
I know what this person meant. Let me explain. If we take the example of a single leg Romanian deadlift, you know that you are trying to train your glutes by disadvantaging your hamstring. But if I'm not using any assistance, I have to balance a lot. And that balancing is going to give a different perception. You're going to perceive the exercise as you created more tension because you are feeling it more. Just because you are feeling it working more, it doesn't mean that the muscle what you wanted to train is working more. And that is why if you create instability, that's going to decrease how much the muscle can work, or at least its force output. Maybe that is the reason why some machines are better than the dumbbell and the barbell variation. I'll let it sink. He's also right. It is not bad for your wrists. It's not going to be dangerous. But why would I worry about my wrist when I'm trying to train my bicep? And he's right. Your muscles, they don't see the weight on the bar nor the dumbbell, but they only perceive mechanical tension. And you can create that by many ways. And that is why load and reps, they don't matter. But the only thing that's going to be important is taking the muscle close proximity to failure. But the thing is, in a fatigue standpoint, it might be important. But that's for another video. Do I believe that this belongs to the iron graveyard? Yes, I do, because it doesn't do the things what a normal grip dumbbell biceps curl do better or even equally. It is simply a worse variation of a dumbbell biceps curl. That being said, you can still do this exercise, of course, but just know that this is no magic biceps builder, and it is probably an inferior version of a normal grip dumbbell biceps curl. I hope you learned something from this video, and if your quads are disappointing your family, then watch this video next. Comment, like, subscribe. For coaching, hit the link in the description. Talk to you soon.